When my parents celebrated their 60th wedding anniversary, the grandchildren, who were all grown at that time, decided they wanted to do something to commemorate Grandma and Grandpa's special day. So one of them, who's very artistic, designed a logo, and all 6 of them went and got a tattoo leading up to that with this special logo, which is a maple leaf with the Johnson tartan and a J in the middle for Johnson. It was an interesting decision, but I know it was an act of love for their grandparents. And you have to know a tattoo is a serious business. It's permanent, or at least almost permanent, because it's very, very costly to have them removed, and you never really get rid of everything. And tattoos hurt. That scares most people away. It certainly scares me. Tattoos are not something I'm interested in getting. And the tattoo is there for all the world to see if it's in the appropriate places. Well, God says through Jeremiah, I will put the law within them, I will write it on their hearts. And I think that's God's way of saying, like a tattoo, he's going to write those laws here, within us. Maybe not visibly, a visible tattoo. But that God will be here, that God's divine presence is inside each and every one of us. And I think that's one of the reasons I like this Jeremiah passage so much, that it's about God's being close to us, about God being within us, and helping us be all that we can be. And I think when God did this, we are marked for life as God's covenant partners. Jeremiah talked about the new covenant to come because the people didn't always obey the 10 Commandments, which was the last covenant God made with them. And the prophecy is about the new covenant, which is Jesus. And that covenant was about simplifying God's laws. If you look closely at the 10 Commandments, they can all be summed up this way. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your soul, and love your neighbor as yourself. And that was Jesus' commandment. Now, some of us here probably had Presbyterian roots, others may have had Methodist roots. Mine were Presbyterian, and the little church I grew up in was a former Presbyterian church. And John Calvin, who is prominent in the Presbyterian church and its ethos, has a symbol that's not a burning bush, but an open hand with a flaming heart in the palm. And I wonder if that's not maybe worth a tattoo, or at least an invisible tattoo on the inside. It's about living in covenant with God and knowing that it is an affair of the heart. Christian freedom is sometimes a paradox. But when we realize our hearts are our own, set free from bondage to sin and death through Jesus, we know the best we can do is offer those hearts back to God, promptly, sincerely, and intimately. Not in the interest of earning interest, but as an investment of our whole selves in the best life possible. Living our faith is indeed an affair of the heart. Amen.